It's Friday, August 25th. You're listening to Your Florida Daily. I'm Katrina Scales. Odds are increasing for a tropical system to impact Florida for the first half of next week. The National Hurricane Center is highlighting an area of low pressure in the Western Caribbean and eastern Gulf of Mexico that could eventually form into a tropical depression as it moves north. Here's News 6 meteorologist Troy Bridges.
By the end of the weekend, moving into the Gulf of Mexico, and by Tuesday and Wednesday, it will definitely be a rainmaker for Central Florida. The question is, how strong will it be? Could it even organize enough to be a tropical depression or a tropical storm? The Hurricane Center giving it a 70% chance of some sort of tropical development within the next 7 days.
Water temperatures are record hot across parts of the eastern Gulf, so any disturbance that emerges from Central America should be watched closely. A safety alert at Florida's largest university. Officials at UCF are warning students to be on the lookout for two different schemes circulating around campus. UCF police say one of them involves threats of releasing explicit photos if students don't hand over money. The other involves two men pressuring a student into depositing a check into Cash App. Officers say the men then followed him to the ATM to withdraw the money.
These scams are common. Don't fall for them. So don't give out your personal information or banking information to anyone that you've never seen or heard from before.
UCF police say they have two people in custody for that case involving the student being followed to an ATM. The other scheme is still being investigated. And SpaceX and NASA will try again early tomorrow to send the next 4-person crew to space after calling off the first attempt last night. The Crew 7 mission was set to launch from Kennedy Space Center at 3:50 a.m., but just before 11 p.m. last night, mission managers announced a scrub. Officials said overnight more time is needed to review the safety of one of the Falcon 9 rocket's components, adding the rocket remains healthy. They plan to try again early tomorrow at 3:27 in the morning. Find these top stories along with breaking news, weather, and traffic all day on clickorlando.com. And now a completely random Florida fact. Though Falmouth Springs has been called the shortest river in the world, it's technically not a river at all. Located outside Live Oak, Florida, Falmouth Springs is actually what's known as a karst window, an underground stream of sorts that looks like an elongated swimming pool. At Falmouth, spring water bubbles up from the underground cave system at one end, travels for about 450 feet, and then disappears into the ground through a siphon-like opening. During flood events, the spring will actually reverse flow. You can swim in the 72-degree water, but divers are warned to stay away from the siphon unless highly experienced. Your Florida Daily is produced by News 6 WKMG in Orlando. I'm Katrina Scales. Subscribe for new episodes wherever you like to listen.